I'm Eliza and I will be performing your personality analysis today. The personality analysis will include a variety of different elements so that I can get a really broad understanding of your personality. Okay, so the first test will be a word association. So I'm going to say a word and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind in response to that word. Okay, I will be taking a note of your answers just so that we have a record. So if you are ready to begin, let's dive straight in. Okay, wonderful. First word is animal. Blue. Crunchy. Dinosaur. Everyone. Fame. Gratitude. Hallway. Igloo. Juice. Knowledge. Livelihood. Mother. Octopus. Nightmare. Person. Curiosity. Rich. Summer. Television. Wisdom. Good. That is the end of our first test. Okay, moving on. I am going to ask you to visualize something, and then I will ask you questions about this visualization. Okay, so I'd like you to visualize an animal. Okay, please visualize an animal. Good. What kind of animal is it that you are visualizing? Okay. Is it a wild animal or is it a pet? Is it your pet? Okay. Is it small and cute? Is it big and scary? How do you feel about this animal? In your visualization, are you interacting with the animal at all? Are you playing with it? Stroking it? Okay. Great. The next thing I would like you to imagine is a natural setting. Please imagine that you are in nature. Okay. Whereabouts are you in this imaginary scenario? Okay. Can you describe what is around you in this visualization? Are there trees, plants? Is there water? Okay. What is the weather like in this imaginary scenario? Okay, wonderful. Are you alone or are you with anyone else in this scenario? And how do you feel? Do you feel relaxed and calm? Do you feel energized? Okay. Are you doing anything in the scenario? Are you hiking or swimming, or are you just sitting? Okay. Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. Now, I would like you to imagine that you are walking down a path. Imagine you're walking down a path. Where is this path? Is it through a forest? Is it on the side of the road? Is it a path that you've walked down before? Okay. Okay. Is the path straight? Are there lots of winds and turns in the path? Okay. What is the path itself made of? Okay. Is the path clear, or is there anything in the way of the path? Okay. Good. Now, can you please imagine a tree? Imagine this tree. Good. What type of tree is it? Is it a specific type of tree that you know the name of? Okay. How big is the tree compared to you? Is it very big, old and strong, or is it smaller, younger? Okay. Does it have many branches? Does it have any flowers or fruit? What season is it in this imaginary scenario? I see. So what colour are the leaves? Okay. Great. Are there many leaves? Great, thank you. Now I want you to imagine you are on a boat in a body of water, on a small boat in a body of water. Are you imagining a lake or the ocean or something else? Okay. What is the water like? Is it very calm or is it choppier? Okay. Can you see through the water? Are there any fishes or anything else? Okay. And do you have oars in the boat? Does the boat have a motor? How would the boat move? Okay. Are you alone or with anyone else? And how do you feel in this scenario? Are you relaxed, enjoying your boat ride? Do you feel worried, panicked? Okay. Good. Now I want you to imagine a doorway. Imagine a door. Okay, what is the door made of? How big is the door compared to you? How does one open this door? Is there a handle, a doorknob? Do you push? Does it have a lock and a key? Okay. Do you want to go through the door in your scenario, in your visualization? Okay. Is this a door that you've seen before? Is it a door that you know in real life? Okay. Great, thank you. That is our final visualization. The next test will be some questions, okay, which have multiple choices. So if you feel that none of the choices reflect how you would like to respond, then you can say something else as well, okay? So what would you do if you received an unexpected large sum of money? Would you use it on experiences and travel perhaps? Would you share it with friends and family or a charity? Or would you invest it in something long-term and secure? Which of those sounds closest to how you might react? Okay. Good. What would you do if you were offered a job in a different city far from your home? Would you move immediately for this new opportunity? Would you carefully weigh up the pros and cons, do a lot of research into the new place where you would be living? Or would you decline the offer and stay in your current situation? Okay, great. Thank you. What would you do if you saw a friend make a mistake, but you don't want to hurt their feelings? Would you gently point out the mistake and offer help for them to correct it? Would you give it time and wait for them to realize the mistake themselves? Or would you stay silent and hope that they realize and fix the mistake themselves without you interfering? Okay. Okay, thank you. What would you do if you were invited to a social situation where you don't know anyone else? Would you go and try to meet new people and make new friends? Would you attend but stay in a smaller group of people where you feel more comfortable? Or would you decline the offer? Okay. What would you do if you had a disagreement with a close friend? Would you address the issue openly and calmly with them, but confront it head on? Would you avoid talking about it and hope that it resolves itself? Or would you distance yourself from the friendship entirely in order to avoid this conflict? Okay. What would you do if someone asked you for a favor that you weren't sure you could fulfill? Would you agree to help even if it means stretching yourself to your limits? Would you politely explain that you may not be the best person for this favor in this moment as you are busy? Would you avoid the request by coming up with an excuse or a lie? Okay. What would you do if you found out what would you do if you were facing a difficult decision with no clear right answer? Would you trust your gut feeling and make the decision quickly based on your gut instinct? Would you take time to think through all of the options and analyze the potential outcomes? Or would you seek advice from others, like friends and family, before making the decision? Okay. Good. What would you do if you discovered that your favorite hobby wasn't as enjoyable as it used to be? Would you try to rekindle the excitement for it and maybe find a new way to enjoy the same hobby? Would you take a break from your hobby and try something else for a short while? Or would you stop doing it altogether and start looking for a new activity that will bring you the enjoyment and excitement that your hobby once did? Okay. Great. This is the final question of this activity. What would you do if you were given a free day with no obligations? Would you use the day to relax and recharge, doing nothing? Would you fill the day with productive activities or try to learn something new? Or would you catch up on the tasks and errands that you have been putting off? Great. Okay. Thank you very much. For the next exercise, it is another visualization type exercise. I'm going to say a word and I want you to visualize that thing, okay? I'm going to say an object. I want you to visualize that object, and then I will ask you to describe what you have visualized. So please visualize a brush. Visualize a brush. Do you have it? Good. What type of brush did you visualize? A hairbrush, a paintbrush, a makeup brush? Okay. Good. Now please visualize a light. A light. Okay, do you have it? What did you visualize? Did you visualize a flashlight or a torch, a lamp, the sun, maybe some other kind of light? Please describe the light you imagined. Please imagine a board. A board. Please visualize a board. Do you have it? Good. What type of board have you visualized? An ironing board, a surfboard, a board of wood, a board for playing games, a keyboard. What have you visualized? Great. Please visualize a band. A band. Do you have it? Okay. What have you visualized in a band? Maybe a hairband, a rubber band, a musical band. Okay. Good. Please imagine a bow. A bow. Do you have it? Good. What have you imagined? Is it a bow of ribbon, maybe a bow and like an archery bow, a bow and arrow? Okay. Please imagine a bat. A bat. What have you visualized? Did you imagine the animal? Did you imagine a baseball bat? Okay, great. And please imagine a crane. A crane. What have you imagined? Did you imagine the bird? Did you imagine an origami paper crane? Or did you imagine a large crane? Okay. Yes. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Now for the final section of this personality analysis, I'm going to be asking you some questions, and for each one I want you to say on a scale of 1 to 5 how strongly you agree with each statement. 5 being that you completely agree and 1 being that you completely disagree. Okay, so to what extent do you agree with the following statements? You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Okay. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works. Okay. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action. You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. Okay. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worst. Okay. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Okay. You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself to relax. Wonderful. Those are the end of our questions today. So let me just make a few final notes. Well, thank you very much for coming in. We will analyze the data that we have collected about you and analyze your responses. And we will invite you back in for a follow-up session to really dive in deeper into what this analysis has revealed about your personality and how best to harness this information going forwards so that you can really be the best version of yourself. Okay? So thanks again for coming in and for your honesty in answering these questions, and I will be in touch and see you again soon. Thank you very much.